Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Akshat here, your host, back with another video. And this is the part two of us solving through the GitOops machine. In the part one, we were doing a bit of enumeration here and there, but we were not successful in the initial access. But I hope so. In this part, we'll be able to get the initial access right away. Now, let's get started without any further delays. So I have started my machine here, and on my Kali VM, I have connected to the VPN, and just my scans are running. Although we have done this in the part one, I'm doing it again. And in the part one, we found a Gitea instance, and here when we went to the Explore tab, we found a repository. Now this repository was public, and we went here and found some files or Terraform files. So this seemed like an AWS uh, hint to us, but we were not really sure of that. And we also checked some commits. There were a total of 8 commits on this. So we go ahead and first git clone this. We are going to git clone this repo. Let's see if this works for us. Now in the last part, we were not able to get the initial access or our way in. Let's check if this works for us. Okay, we are having some certificate issues. Not sure. I'll have to look up this what is the issue, but we'll have a look at it. But let's see if we find something here. Now, just for a heads up, in our scans, we found that there was port 80 and port 443, both of them running, which is the HTTP and which is HTTPS. Now, when we tried to enter on our browser with the HTTP machine, on the machine, sorry. So we were redirected on the HTTPS, which means that these there was some redirection enabled, and there was one thing which we did not try was a vhost scan. Now for this, I think as far as I remember, I don't remember the syntax very well, so I'll be using the Taylor Ramsey's offensive security script. I think he has a script for that. I will be git cloning that. It is Tenebray 93. Not sure, but let's check if I'm correct. Yes. So he has an offensive security script and which has a script, shell script, bash script, which is the vhostfuzzer.sh. I am going to use that one. Now we'll wait for this to load. Let's give it some time. I think my CPU utilization is very high. Yeah. So it is vhostfuzzer. Yeah. This is the one I'm talking about. Probably we can find some subdomains and vhost fuzzing. Both of them we are going to do that. Let's start a derby http getoops.local. Just for a quick information, I have added the IP to my etc host file, and that is why if I write getoops.local, it is able to uh, name with the naming convention. It takes the IP. Sorry. Now let me download this one. Yep. So first of all, let me start this. Okay, let's use HTTPS then. Yeah, that works. And let me move the downloads and then vhost to current directory. Let me give it the executing permissions of vhost further .sh, and then we specify the domain, which is getoops.local, and the word list we'll be using is user share word list, and I think checklist discovery DNS. Subdomains, I'll be using this one, and the URL is https getoops.local. I hope so I'm doing it right. Getoops.local, and filter as of now we'll give it 1, and just do a control Z, and the filter would be 13598. We'll wait for that to complete. We'll let that run actually, and we will see meanwhile if we find something interesting here. Terraform.tstate. It is taking a while to load. Hope so it does. I don't see any additions or like a deletion or something that has been changed here. I would check that settings.tf file or something like that. This is the one I will check as well. We are going to have a look at each file again, although we did that in part 1. But I'm pretty sure something has to be done here using this commit. I think probably we would be having some leaked credentials or keys that could be utilized. Let's check. Something is different. We have a status 200 for these. Okay, one thing I figured out is you see that the response size that we have given is 13598, and most of these are in that range of 13598 to 13600, 13600, around that range of size. And one thing that stands out to us is Atlantis. This one has a completely different size, which is not related to any of these. So let me have a look at that as well. We will copy that. I'll stop this or let it run. I'll let it run for a while, and then meanwhile I'll create a new terminal. Or one thing that we forgot to do is we forgot to rename our terminals, and we always do that because I like to keep terminals sorted and arranged so that I can directly figure the things out and create my notes. And I will name this terminal as Derby, and then this one is okay. We have been. mm, I will name this terminal as vhost. I'll close this one, and sudo nano etc host. We will be adding another which would be Atlantis dot GitOops dot local. Let's go and have a look at that as well. It is http atlantis dot gitoops dot local, and we hit enter. They again redirected. Accept the risk and continue. Cool. We have a finding here. We have a subdomain, not exactly a finding in this sense, but we found a subdomain here. Now, not pretty sure what this is, but we can see the build date is given and the commits are given. This is Atlantis. Let me check what it is. Atlantis software. Atlantis software most commonly refers to a widely used open source tool for automating Terraform pull requests. Okay, so basically, I think this is used to automate the AWS Terraform pull requests. Do we have something in here? Let's check this as well. This is a S3 bucket. Probably we can do something here. Let's try. Hmm. Let's try curl and see if we are able to access this S3 bucket. Let's try that. Not sure though it will work, but let's see. Let me do a control L and curl https then this dot s3 dot aid. I think it is dot amazon, something like this. This is a key probably. So we will try using this. Hmm. If we have something, a lot of things. We'll have a look at them. Version schema. So basically, what we are uh, doing here is, and what we saw is, we have an access to a Amazon AWS S3 bucket. So let's see if we do have any interesting information there. Probably. Hmm. I don't think something is there. Let me check this as well. I'll keep this in the notepad. Okay, I think we have something interesting here. worth looking at. Probably this is something worth looking at. Hmm. We do have this, the SSH private key. This is a big finding, guys. But I'm just thinking of a way how I can, probably I'll just copy this, huh? And then go nano id underscore rsa. Let me use mousepad again. Use idrs. We need to do something. This is for a new line. I think we are messing this up. Let's copy this. We will use ChatGPT just to organize that RSA file, because I feel that would be a lot of time taking task. Organize this SSH, this SSH private key. I can paste. I think I will need to give it some time to load. Oh, I think because this is a SSH credential, I should not reproduce the full secret in the chat since it has now been exposed to years. Assume it is compromised and just reproduce it so I can copy paste. I think ChatGPT is not working here with this. We need to do something else. What else can we do? Probably you will copy this, close this one. Let's try using AI mode here and check. I'm pretty sure that this uh, private SSH key is the way in for us because this is a private key, of course. Let's paste it here. Let's try using Gemini. Let's see if this works for us. Yep, it does. Now I would just wait for it to complete. Let me copy this and then we will go here and save this. Then we will give it id underscore rsa ssh id underscore rsa, and then we specify GitOops dot. I think we are missing some. Give me in a way use ssh. Let's try this. It is taking a while. Hmm. I do think that this is a way in for us. Let me try. How can I? Okay, I got the response. Let's first remove this id underscore rsa and use this. Then we give it the chmod 600, and then use this. Probably this works. Permission denied. Let's try with Atlantis. Probably that works. No. So we not sure about this error. To look this up. Let's try this again. Hmm. Let me try with the IP if that works. Let's copy the IP from here. We paste it. The same error occurs. Like, it was this. Let me try that. Mod 600. Then again permission denied error. Okay. With that, I think we are at a natural stopping point. And from here, what I want you guys to do is continue from here on and then try if you are able to SSH into the machine using this private key. I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, do like, share, subscribe, and do all the YouTube algorithm things. And with this, I'll be taking your leave, and we will be back with the another part very soon, guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching.